Hello and welcome back to another episode with Amoalani. This is episode 14 of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play series. Now, in the first episode of the series, I did play through the Dwarf Fortress tutorial, and the fortress that I started in that tutorial is the same fortress we're playing for the duration of this series. Okay. And we're just going to zoom out here. Now, in the last episode, we did place our Iron Throne back here. We had removed it to get it encrusted with some jewels to add a little bit of value. Basically, we wanted a nice chair for our artifact table that is there. We wanted a nice chair to kind of match it. We did leave off. We do have some new migrants. We also have some furniture being crafted. Okay, what do we have here? Not sure why the birch bed got moved there when it's not encrusted. Interesting. There are a couple of little wonky things. We're just going to remove that, except. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and add new encrust furniture with gems. And we're going to do that 3 times. We'll keep going. We are going to need some more beds, though. We're going to keep going so that we have enough masterwork beds encrusted with gems to put in all of our nobles' rooms. We do have... I think we've got the bedrooms ready to go for our barracks, so we're going to need some more beds. So I'm just going to do a work order for 10 beds. Looks like we are starting to run a little low on wood, so we are actually going to come up. And we're going to come over and just double checking that we're... Yeah, okay. We are going to go ahead and we're going to make this a priority 1. And we are just going to cut down some wood. That being said, we are going to, up here, do a little bit of herb gathering. Also priority 1. Okay, not a whole lot that's ready. Most of what's ready might be under where we're going to have them cutting the wood. Okay. Okay, and so first things first, let's come down and come over to our pets and just see what all we have unassigned. Okay, so they did bring a llama and a stray yak calf. Okay, and then we do have a kitten, which we need to get. Oh, it's a male kitten, yes! Oh, we don't have a male cat yet. So the male cat we are actually going to put in with our female cats here. We have 4 female cats. Okay, there's our male cat. Alright. And it's important to make sure that we set the animals whenever we have migrants so that the grazers don't starve. Okay. Now, we're going to come over here and see what all we have. Okay. We have... just in case we've got the military open, we have Sigun, who is an adequate animal dissector. Good focus, tough, strong. Okay, I think we're going to add him to both mining and animal work. The animal dissecting we don't have a whole lot of need for at the moment. We need miners. Okay, and tough and strong. You know what? Miner, and we're going to go ahead and add stonecutter. No rooms. I think this is a new person. Musical. Disdains romance. Musical. High stamina. High kinesthetic stance. High will power. Good focus. Oh my goodness. And Ineth. We are going to... Yep. Ineth is a hunter. Also a dabbling planter, which I think will encourage. We do need more planters. And then, honestly, Ineth is getting added here. Yep. Okay. So, Kib is an adequate trapper, adequate thresher. Dabbling shield user. They are sickly, poor empathy, high kinesthetic sense. I don't think we are going to add this person to our military, but we will add them to farming and animal care. Beautiful. We have Dodok. Adequate cook, very nice. High kinesthetic sense, high social awareness, tough. They are impatient, but curious and envious. Unmet need to argue. Yeah. I don't think we're going to add them to our military, but we will add them to animal care and farming. Okay, Tosid Trapper. High social awareness, patient, high willpower, good with language, brawler. Okay, adequate trapper. We are going to go animal care. We're going to go mining. And then we're going to add Tosid here. Okay. Now, hopefully we don't have enough for a second squad. If we do wind up getting into a second squad, we'll have to look at that. Actually, let me look and see if we have any. Geshud would be an adequate leader. You know what? We'll go ahead and set it up. Remove assignment. Return to game. We'll go back to squads. Create new squad by Geshud. We'll do we'll do an archer. And I'm perfectly okay with that symbol. Okay, done. Which means, Ineth and Tosid. Let me go back and look at Ineth and Tosid. It was Ineth, so we need to remove Ineth from remove assignment. Ineth, remove assignment. Back to squads, and we're going to add Ineth here. We should also add Kosoth, who is an adequate Marksdorf. Back to squads. Yeah, okay. So we're good. Okay. We have Zaz, a fish dissector. Musical, creative, high willpower, avoid fights, so definitely not in the military. They are an adequate fish dissector and an adequate thresher. So we will add them to fishing and farming. Okay. We do have At here, who is a farmer. They are novice brewer, novice thresher, novice spinner, resilient, extravagant, disdain, sacrifice, fearless, creative. Honestly, we could probably use another plant gatherer and woodcutter. And we'll leave them on farming, but they're going to be an outdoorsy type. And we're going to just go ahead and give them... they already have a bedroom. That was a tier. Bedroom. Outdoor. And we're going to go ahead and... we're going to leave them in the bedroom outdoor, and we're going to remove them from this assignment. That being said, they are going to need a bed, so furniture, bed. Do a hazelnut bed, okay. We have Morul, who is a adequate butcher. We will add them to farming, and I think we'll add them to planting. We need more planters. We do have a cook, very nice. We'll add them to cooking, or to farming rather. Good memory. Okay. You know, the good memory, that was Shorast. Good memory. I'm gonna come over here real quick. Let's see what's... Oh, we can expand our library. We'll hit accept. I'm not going to engrave the whole thing, but I just want to come in and see. Okay, scribe. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add Shorast as a scribe. With good memory, I think they can learn that pretty well. Okay. And I may be wrong on that, but okay, so we have Litast, who is an herbalist, and an adequate herbalist at that. Litast has, okay, very nice. So we are going to go ahead and do plant gathering. What's, you know, we can just, they're an adequate herbalist. We can just have them be an herbalist. And I'm good with that. Okay. Come down. We have another adequate herbalist. Dabbling shield user. Disdains hard work, disdains introspection, poor analytical ability, not ambitious, sickly, quick to love. Yeah, we'll leave them just as an herbalist, I think. Okay. Developed empathy, sickly, anxious, quick to love, poor memory. Another one just for herbalists, which, hey, that's great. Yeah. We may need to set up a bigger zone for them to go gather from. But that is a lot of herbalists. How are we doing on planters? We've got one. I'm going to go check labor. That's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 added. Oh, we do have Kosoth, who is a new. Okay. Miller. We have an adequate Miller. Values nature. Stay occupied. Kind of feel like maybe planter and farming. We have a lime maker. Good intuition, sickly, poor analytical ability, intolerant, not easily depressed, not anxious. So definitely adding them to farming. And might do miners. I am wanting a miners guild. Which let me come and look at. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assigned. So we need 2 more assigned, and we need a couple more planters. So we have a miller here, adequate miller, musical, good with language, values knowledge. Adequate miller, we'll go ahead and do minor and farming. Then we have a planter. We'll leave them just as a planter, I think. High stamina, depression prone, cruel. Okay, so we're not adding them to the military. But we will leave them just as a planter. Which actually, you know, at this miller, instead of mining, we'll have them go planting. And I think that gives us 10 for the planters. We'll need to deal with guild halls on the planting floor somewhat soon. Our bookkeeper is also a planter. Presser. Learn something, craft object, wander. Tough, creative, high social awareness. So we are going to add them to farming. And then, you know what, we're going to do stonecutter and engraver. And miner. They are potentially going to be busy, but that's okay. We have a soap maker, adequate sober, frail, so we can't add them. But we can add them to farming. Okay. Nice batch of migrants here. Then we do have a peasant. Okay, beautiful. High willpower, good with language. Values merriment, values perspective, disdains competition. Okay. So I'm going to add them to mining. And mining only. They're sickly, so we're not going to add them to the... And then O'Neill is good with language, which I think means we should also add them as a scribe. That being said, you know what? Miner, and I think we'll also add. Oh, the scribes got moved. Is it a dabbling milk or dabbling planter? I think we're going to add them to stoneworking. We'll need to set up a stoneworking floor, actually, before we do that. But we could do stone cutting and engraving. Okay, so let me go look at our laborers. Miners, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And I think we have 10 planters. That being said, who do we have labor in under metal crafting, metalsmithing? Our blacksmith is Oodle, who is an axe dwarf here. Alethmere, okay. So this guy, we're going to remove assignment very temporarily. We're going to hit play. Have him come make our iron chest. Because I think Oodle is who is assigned here. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it paused. Oodle, he may not come because Oodle is busy. Bone doctor, store item admin, okay. Alert, okay, so we have Snatcher, protect the children. Yep, there they are. Okay, so we need to, you know what, we'll assign Oodle back in here. We'll do kill. Paint. For continue. I'm just going to come in. You can see them under other to make sure that we got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's everybody. Okay. And we are going to confirm. And we are going to hit play. And watch. I'm going to set the camera to follow them. And we're going to watch what happens here. Okay. They are fighting. Interrupted by Goblin Thief, March Dwarf, sparring. Kick Roast, Chief Medical Dwarf has been elected mayor. Okay, so our expedition leader is no longer expedition leader. We're going to come and look at the, and our Chief Medical Dwarf has been elected mayor. And we are going to get our Chief Medical Dwarf up and running with the bedroom. But that's what they're missing. They need a decent study, decent quarters, decent dining room. Okay, and so we will double check on all of that. Captain of the Guard, you know what, we're gonna, okay. No relevant skills yet. Okay, we are gonna, so with them chasing off after those guys, I think we do need to sort of up the priority here. To 1. And we need to get those tombs set. Okay. We do have a human caravan. Some migrants have arrived. Okay, we dealt with the migrants. Okay, perfect. The bedroom has been... This is the bedroom of our Chief Medical Dwarf / nightmare. Okay. So they've killed not sure how many of the goblins they killed, but they're not. Okay, we're going to unassign Oodle temporarily. And hit play, because we really want him to come craft this. We didn't get any more kids, so we don't need to make any more kids' bedrooms. Okay. Yeah, Oodle's bringing the iron bars. Okay, beautiful. Charcoal. Which we are running a little low on charcoal, so we are going to go ahead and do a work order for just make 10 charcoal. And this, we're going to move. And then we can add back in more of the smelters if we need to. Iron bars, we are running a little low on iron bars, so I'm going to smelt hematite. Cassiterite. And galena. Okay, we're going to pause. Has been re-elected. Yeah, Cap. Okay, so we actually do need to come in here and look at our animals before we deal with merchant stuff, which I will look at in a moment. Make bed times 10 has been completed. Zas cancels, prepare raw fish. Okay. The weather has cleared. Cole has created a masterpiece merchant bed. And Oodle has become a better bone doctor. Okay. Okay, so there's the chest. Beautiful. Okay, so now we are going to X out of that. Done. Workers will cancel out, and we are going to get a weaponsmith back in here. I'm not sure which is better, competent or adequate. We'll try Vukar here. And we need to make work order. Well, we'll do it one at a time. Iron, pick, iron, pick, iron, pick. This, okay. Take from there. Oops. Give to there. And we are going to go take from here. Crushed furniture with cut gems. This chest is going in our library. Okay. we'll let it play for just a moment here. Let them get some of this work done. Really need them to get that middle one. Okay, so, but it's enough that we can set up. Do Cobaltite and Cinnabar. And we can set up tombs. So if we do have a death, we have a tomb set up and someplace they can take them. Now, I'm not planning on any deaths, but it, you know. Okay. They brought one of the guys that they killed was right there. You know what? Come back down. And we're going to need when they kill enemies, we can engrave a headstone with the names of the enemies that they kill. And I do want to have that set up. Okay, so you know what? We'll just go ahead and set this up for the engraving, or smoothing and engraving, and just get stuff set up here. Okay, we are going to come in and we're going to make a couple of, let's just see who we can, so Samantu and Toad. Okay, so we have two, so I'm going to go ahead and do, make 2 slabs. And I'm going to make these out of orthoclase. And I am color coding it so that like any orthoclase headstones in those hallways are going to be for enemies we've killed. Okay. That being said, let's also come check our bedrooms here. And okay, those are all good. These are all good. Okay, so we have an extra door here. Let's see. Cabinet. Granite. Let's go down here. We can go mica and orthoclase. Furniture. Chest. So this is our granite. Mica. Orthoclase. And then door should be mica. Orthoclase. Okay, so that finishes off the bedrooms that we have set up that are not our nobles' bedrooms. We need to set up a new set of stuff right there. And then that extra cabinet that we made will stick right here. It's not a masterpiece cabinet. Again, we're saving the slots that are engraved for permanent furniture. And yes, the mayor's bedroom we are, and everything we are going to just flat out set up with the permanent setup on everything. Okay, so that being said, so we're going to add a cabinet, a coffer, and a door in let's do Cinnabar. we are not going to have a whole lot of cinnabar opportunities. And that will be for that other bedroom that we assigned. Okay. And then we're going to come up. Oh, somebody is vomiting. You know, I better go back to and check our hospital. Okay, nobody. Yikes. Alright. So we are coming up to check our... Okay, so we are ready to go in here. Minus... You know what? I do want these. So we are ready to go when we do have the furniture. Okay, that being said, furniture, bed. We're going to grab all of these exceptional beds here. Okay, you know what, we're not ready to remove beds. We will go ahead and you know what, we are going to remove that bed. That is just such a low quality bed. You know what? The truly low quality beds we're just not going to place. And we'll start selling those. No. Why is it grabbing? There, we got something a little wonky going on, which I'm going to go check out in a moment. But it looks like we do have more. Okay, perfect. That was enough for all of these. And that'll be the next set that we get some furniture going for. Why is it grabbing? Oh, it's not. Okay. So we will go ahead and encrust with cut gems. Okay. Which means we will have 3 ready to place. We'll go ahead and remove that one. We'll remove that one. And we will remove that one. Okay, and then on a 2 priority, finish off so this we had done as the mayor's bedroom. The mayor and the chief medical dwarf in this case are one and the same. So this is still an extra bedroom, probably for, well, don't know who for, honestly. But another noble. Okay, and then, okay, these guys are all set up. Okay. We're going to come over and we are going to do some work orders for cabinet, coffer, door. We're just going to do, I think, 5 on each. And these are all going to be out of granite. So we can start prepping those other bedrooms, and then we are going to go ahead and add a cabinet, coffer, door. We'll do allanite, allanite, allanite. So we can start doing those bedrooms. And then we're going to come up and we are going to come over and we are going to deal with the trader. Okay, before we hit play. So we will do broker requested and move goods to and from. The truly low quality beds. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just send a couple of beds. We'll send 4 beds up. See here, let's go bins. We do have an ammo bin worth some kind of crazy value. Okay. That is our only ammo. I really don't want to get rid of that. We do have a hunter now. We have an archer squad in our military. Speaking of, we can go ahead and close that. No disband. Cancel an order. Okay, we're gonna cancel those orders. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and close that screen. We'll come back up here. So we're awaiting those beds. So bins. We do have. Okay. I think we'll send a finished good bin. It's worth $450. You know, we'll send just the 1 pile of bolts. And we'll keep going on the bins here. And see. We might come down to the cut gems to get some extra value. We'll see what kind of value we wind up needing. Let's come back up to barrels. And we're going to check bags as well. Okay, seed barrel. You know, I'm flat out going to check bags here. Peach pits, okay, we'll send that. Plum pits. Plum pits, apple seed. Okay, we'll send all of that. Barrels. We'll send a little bit of prepped food. You know, maybe we won't, because we don't have a ton of prepped food. 13 items. We'll send 1 barrel. We're not going to send any drink. Seed barrel. So these are... Okay, you know what? We are going to send the seed barrel. And that is a lot of bags. Which is a shame. Okay, and we'll just start with that. And we'll hit play. Okay, our broker is headed this way. We're still awaiting one item. Okay, we'll come into trade. If we mark all, we've got... Okay. Now I'm going to unmark all. Okay, we are setting the beds. We'll do the barrel. So, shift click. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we are just going... Okay, we don't have a ton of value, but we are going to grab the blocks. We'll grab the rough gems. We're not going to grab the logs or the chains. That is an instrument. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab the boat. You know, we will grab the flask. Slug, reindeer, cow. I don't think we're going to grab any of that. We're doing okay on... You know, we will grab the beer. We're scrolling through... Okay, the bags are really... we do want oat seeds. And then we want to replace with just some cheap bags here. Oh, you know what? No, we don't. We'll make our own bags. The 24 and 34. Oh, yeah, we'll actually keep. I'm going to scroll all the way down. I'm going to come back up for cloth. That's where a lot of our value is. And we do want some cloth. Oh, they have a lot of cloth. Okay. We're coming back with a lot of value. I just want to see problems and solutions. Yes. And I am going to grab that parchment. Okay. Cheese. So, let's see here. Llama cheese. Grab goat cheese. Pig cheese will be able to, and yak cheese we'll be able to have. Horse cheese we'll grab. We'll grab a donkey cheese. Okay. We're going to grab the leaves and fruit. Yes. Leaves and fruit. Yes. Leaves and fruit. Yes. Looks like the fish we're going to grab. The meat we're going to grab. Okay. Then we're coming up and we are going to grab some bins of cloth. Yep. Okay, so not that one, not for 350. Come up, we'll try a 180, see if we're still in the green. Ooh, we're not. Let's see if there was a leather bin. Okay, okay. We'll see if they'll do that trade. That barely took us into the green. Yes. No? Okay. So we will do our trade, yes, and then we need some more value. So we're going to pause, and we are sending some gems. Move goods to and from. Okay, the beds we're going to see. Yep, we're going to get rid of the junk beds. Okay. And then we'll come down and do cut gems. We're going to take some value. Amber opals, honestly, we're just going to take it all. Yes, yes, yes. Yellow zircon, okay. Garnet. Goshenite, yes, yes. Pretty much any that are in this 400 range I'm grabbing, because we have quite a lot of that. Okay. And we're going to hit play, and we're going to watch. We're awaiting quite a few items here. But we want that cloth. Okay, so trade. Mark all. Okay. We've got some value to work with. Come down. We're going to grab the leather bin. Grab the cloth bin. Cloth bin. Cloth. Leather. We're going to grab as many of these cloth bins as we can. Those are our iron bolts that we sold them. We'll go ahead and we'll grab some copper bolts, just to give us some cheap ammo. Grab the rest of the... Okay, the rest of the cheese takes us into the yellow, so let's grab one at a time. Okay. We're going to see if that... No, okay. So trade. Yes. Alright. Very nice. We're going to come down, and we are going to set up some work orders. Okay, so we are going to do some cloth socks. We're going to do some cloth loincloth. We're going to do yarn shoes. We'll do yarn loincloth as well. We'll come into the leather and we'll just do some leather. We'll make 10 leather bags. Okay, so cloth. So let's see here. Under work orders we have socks, loincloth, shoe, loincloth. Okay. You know what, we're gonna do a couple more. So we'll do cloth shirt, cloth trousers. And then in silk we'll do robe, 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 and then we'll do cloaks as well. That should keep us going for a while. You know what, we're going to do another iron pick. perfect. Okay, so we do have, we can set up our dining room down there, which is perfect. Okay. So, we're going to set up. This is going to be drink. Wood. Dining hall drink. Food, prepped meals, wood, dining hall, prepped meal. Finished good. Metal, oh, type goblet. Metal will do black, bronze, and rose. Quartz, not quartz, rose gold. Quality will do all except for artifact, all except for artifact. Color, don't know if the color matters for it actually sorting into it. And then we're going to come in and we're going to remove the bins. Done. You know what? I can have the bins. Okay. And then we're going to do finished goods, goblet, come in, stone, this is going to be mica. We'll do core quality, all. Color, don't know if it matters, undyed, dyed. Mica, mux. That being said, if we are doing a bin, we don't need. Okay. Goblets. Rose gold. Okay. And now we can actually go set up all those tables and chairs. Okay, so here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do need to make one more mica table, apparently. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want to place it right there. Oh, dang it. There must be multiple boulders there, which is why it won't go right there. We'll go ahead and set up right there. So we'll just move that table, that's fine. Well, it is placing it there. Okay, so we're fine to leave that there then. And then we'll come up and we'll do add table mica. Okay, we're going to come down, we're going to check on our progress here. Okay. We will add the other furniture to these and get these fully set up here. Okay, so the human caravan we've dealt with. Hold on, snatch the children. No, we're still good. Okay. Pets and livestock. We are going to come over and check out. We do have several kids we can... When the kids grow up, we're not keeping all the donkeys and horses and stuff. Alpaca will go ahead and... I don't know if we need to... We're going to check him out. Oh, we do have somebody brought in a pet pig. Okay, what was this? Dining room. Is this crafting? Okay. Crafting, looks like we do need to set up, and we can set up some permanent bedrooms. Okay, so we're doing bed, 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 bed. Okay. We'll set that up. The dining room, we will actually set up a crafting dining room eventually. I think this was going to be for all the clothing, and this is all the crafting. Okay, so yeah, we need to set some stuff up here. Oh, okay, that's why we got some more migrants. Oh boy. We are getting inundated here. We're not going to deal with these migrants just yet. It is still midsummer. I'm going to go back in and add Oodle back in. And we'll hit play. So I think we had glass work happening, and then this was going to be paper stuff. The crafting, okay. The crafting stuff we can go ahead and start setting up. So crafts. I think Hornblende is probably our best bet here. And we'll do a microline crafting. And then elves only will do we'll do a mica block on them. Elves only. Okay. So we are going to set up finished goods, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings, scepters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Stone. We'll do these ones actually out of other materials. We'll do bone, horn, shell. You know, we'll just do all over here. We'll do the other materials. Okay, we'll do low quality, color, not sure if that matters. Okay. Other matte crafts, low quality. Same thing. Amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. This is going to be other materials. We'll do exceptional, exceptional. Don't know if colors matter. So other matte crafts, exceptional. Finished goods, we're going to do amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. We're going to do other material. Core quality, we'll do masterwork, color all. So other. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing here with stone, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. We'll do stone all, except we're not doing all. We're going to not do obsidian, and the obsidian we'll have as a separate. So, low quality, all undyed, dyed, rock crafts, low quality. Amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. Stone all except for obsidian. This is going to be for exceptional. All undyed and dyed. Amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. Stone all except for obsidian. Reason being is obsidian is a higher value stone, and we do actually have obsidian in this world, so we are going to actually probably do a few obsidian crafts, but they're going to get their own stockpile, because the obsidian crafts I don't think I'm going to want to sell to vendors. Just double checking masterwork. Okay, so rock crafts masterwork. That being said, I do need to set up some rock blocks for obsidian. And we're going to do... Okay. We'll go ahead and let that play so we can get those obsidian blocks. And then we'll finish setting up our crafting. Okay, he brought the obsidian. Okay, there's the blocks. They're going to be hauled. Our chest is ready for our library, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. And then we do have our beds. Okay, we'll pause now. We'll get those masterwork beds in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Beautiful. Actually, we'll stick the bed down there. We'll go ahead and smelt magnetite a couple of times. And we'll do a couple hematites. We're still going on the charcoal. Okay. We're going to do cut gems. Okay. We're going to do another workshop. Crafts. And we'll do this one out of the obsidian blocks. You know what, we're going to do like that for the elf crafts. Okay, so we're going to do finished goods, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines. I know this is a lot of setup, rings and scepters, but once it's done, like I said, I really do love it. We're going to do stone clay, we're going to do all. We'll come down, you know what, we will leave it as all. That's fine. And then core quality, we will do all minus artifact. And all minus artifact. Okay. And then very, very important, toggle that off. Okay, so this is elf crafts. And then also very important, we need to do 0 on the bins. Done. Okay. So we are going to have this give to this stockpile only. Done. Elf crafts. Elf crafts workshop. Okay, now workers, we are going to assign. We have a legendary stonecrafter in Lycott, and then a great stonecrafter, who is also Geshoot is a militia captain. He's going to be busy. You know what? I think we're going to assign Geshoot. He's not going to queue these. It's midsummers and he is training, but we're going to come in and we're going to do work order crafts, and we're going to do rock crafts, and we're just going to tell him to do rock crafts out of granite. Okay, and then this one, you know, we need to set up a workshop for our, do we have allanite bars? We do. Oh, we have a quartzite. You know, I'm going to do the quartzite block. Okay. Specifically so that we can have our high skilled crafter getting skill. We're going to hit play and let them come build these. Okay, so I'm going to check this out here. Add worker, novice woodcrafter. I don't know that we have a bone crafter. I don't think we do. This is going to be bone craft workshop. And then over here we will set a... So this is going to be finished goods. So amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings, and scepters. We're going to do all... We'll do all the materials. We're going to do masterwork only. Masterwork only. And we're going to toggle this off, and this is masterwork crafts crest. And we are going to do this one as 0 bins as well. Done. Okay. And we are going to set up a jeweler. Actually, we're going to set up a couple of jewelers. And we'll do these out of anhydrite. And then that way we can have the jeweler set up to be grabbing from our masterwork stockpiles only, and they can encrust them with gems and bring them over here, and so that our dwarves are more likely to, and then we can move that stockpile around as we need to, so our dwarves can kind of pick up on that. Okay. There we go. So this is going to be our master stone crafts workers. We're going to assign our legendary stone crafter, Legot. We're going to do rock crafts on repeat with rock crafts on repeat, rock crafts on repeat. We're going to do granite on repeat, we're going to do orthoclase on repeat, and we're going to do, yeah, we'll do microline on repeat, and then we're going to just add a few rock crafts. Of other types. Okay, so let's see, rock crafts. We're going to do allanite. We are going to do basalt. We are going to do, we'll do brimstone. We'll do cinnabar. We'll do cobaltite. So we have cryolite and andesite we need to add piles for. We'll do a hornblende. We'll do mica. And we will do pyrolusite. And then we are going to assign our legendary stonecrafter here as well. And we're going to set up finished goods, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. This is going to be for the obsidian for quality. Obsidian crafts, low quality. Amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. Obsidian. This is going to be exceptional, exceptional, all. Obsidian crafts, exceptional. And last but not least, amulets, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters, obsidian. This is our masterwork. All. Obsidian crafts. Myths. Okay. So we do have that set up. Now we do have... Honestly, I think I am going to set it up here. So this is going to be finished goods, amulet, bracelets, crowns, earrings, figurines, rings and scepters. We're going to do gem, all, quality, all except for artifact, all except for artifact. I don't know if color matters. Gem crafts. We can occasionally, when they're crafting gems, make earrings, crowns, that sort of thing. And I want a space for those to go. Now, these I do not want to go in bins, so 0 on the bins. And then we are also, and this doesn't necessarily need to go here, but I'm sticking it here. This is finished goods. We are going to do large gem. Gem all. I don't know if quality matters on that, but we're going to add it anyway. Color. So, large gems. We're going to do 0 on the bins. Done. Just double checking my bins here for Gemcraft. 0. Bins, 0 on the large gems. Bins on the Elfcraft, 0. And then bins on the encrusted, 0. Okay. And then we do have one more pile here that I want to add, and that is for totems. Other material, I mean, it's bone. We'll do all except for artifact. All except for artifact. Totems. And that gives us something to do with the skulls, which we are actually going to go ahead and craft. Totems, I think, are kind of at the bottom. Yeah, make totem. We'll just make a couple of totems. Okay. Let's see, we have bone. This is supposed to be shells. We don't have any shells. We do have a little bit of horns and hooves. So we could do horn crafts. Let's do a couple of horn crafts. The merchants will be leaving soon. It's midsummer, that makes sense. We have wood bins. Our work orders completed. The weather has cleared. Oodle has become an axe dwarf. And we can check on our military here in a bit. Stray yak cow has given birth to a yak calf. We do have more migrants, which I'm going to leave. We are getting a whole lot of masterpiece pieces. Nice. Sparring. And carpenter and hunter. Okay. Okay, there's our other table. So I will come down and place our other table here. Furniture. So we're going to do a cabinet. You know what? We're going to wait on that. Okay, we are going to set up the smoothing on these other bedrooms. But we'll do low priority. This is for the kids in case we wind up getting any more kids. That way we're set up and we can just go place the furniture. Okay. Now we are going to set up our mining. We're going to come this way. This was 11 by 6, okay. So 11 by 6, 11 by 4, 11 by 4. We're setting up barracks for our archers. And then this was 5 by 10, okay. And then we'll come down and we'll do 7. And this is going to go 21. We are digging out because we have a second squad going in our military. We need to. Oh. Huh. Okay. followed by there we go. Set up the room. Okay, so Odom, Resk something. We are going to set up a permanent bedroom for our militia commander. We are going to set up his dining room. Militia commander. Dining hall, militia command. And we've got office. For our militia commander. Okay, perfect. We're going to do an Orthoclase table. And I don't know if we have an extra Orthoclase chair or not. We do. Okay, perfect. Not sure if we've done the next bed or not. We have not. Okay. We've set up the bed. Somebody's sleeping there. Enod, why are you sleeping there, buddy? You have your own bedroom. Okay. Did they... Yeah, he's got his own bedroom. Alright, well... We do need to encrust furniture with cut gems. We're gonna do a play. We are gonna come in and make 10 more beds. Oh, we need gem. Oh, in the linked stockpile. Okay, we do not have the times 20 value made. Times 10, times 15, times 20. have him come and do that. Ah, this is supposed to be 0 bit. Oh, this is so annoying that they keep doing this. Of course, they just move it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's come over here to work orders. Cut gems times 10. Just double checking. Okay, bins are... That is so frustrating. Okay, looks like we have one there now, so we will come in and crust with cut gem. We're doing this to give our militia commander his bed. Okay, the weather has cleared. We struck materials, make wooden bin complete. Merchants have embarked. You have struck materials. Lots of masterpiece. Xana is grown to become a dwarf child, and Animal is grown to become a stray horse. Wrestler, materials, weather, cancels, needs. Okay, beautiful. We are getting, okay, beautiful. So we can do this again, because we're going to need one for the mayor / chief medical dwarf. Okay, so we are going to pause. Beautiful. We have a lot of folks sleeping here. Yeah, we need to come in and deal with that. Okay, stonework. We're going to just come in and unassign everybody. Remove. Remove. Actually, you know what, we don't. Remove. And yes, I know I'm not talking very much. We're doing this to get everybody situated in bedrooms. Okay, I am going to come up and check. We do not have any miners yet. Okay. Although the peasant, I'm going to come down. We have a cup. Oh, we do have a fresh peasant. Okay. Yeah, we do. We will deal with our new folks in a minute. That being said, come down to the crafting floor. We're going to do... a couple of bedrooms. Got our MD assigned over here. MD. It's also our mayor. And we will get his bed there as soon as it's crafted, and then we will get a dining hall. You know what, Chief MD I like better than MD. Chief MD. And office. For Chief MD. These are supposed to be for the priests, which we will actually go ahead and assign now. We're going to come up here to the Creeds of Talon, and we're going to look at, so for the Holy Certainty is the priest that we're going to be assigning, and it's going to give us a few options. You know what, I think we'll go ahead and give it to Fath, our miner, who I'm going to look where their rooms are. Bedroom, modest miner quarters. Okay. You know what, we're going to go ahead and unassign. You know what? Yes, we're going to unassign. Yes, we will just remove the bedroom. We're going to come up to the social floor. We're going to assign the bedroom to Fath. Bedroom priest. And we're going to make this bedroom as well for the other priest, except, and we're going to come in, let's see, your temple, we'll do citizens only. They have 46 worshippers. Ooh. We cannot assign a priest. Interesting. Our petition, we do need to establish a temple. Our altar is just not very valuable, apparently. Okay. We were able to establish. So yeah, this is only worth 2,600, and we were able to establish the priesthood. So I don't understand. Only organized religions can have recognized priesthoods. Okay. So remove zone. Okay. Labor. So let's see here. Broker, minor, bedrooms elsewhere. We have novice minor. We have a scribe, 2 wrestlers. Let me go look at Onul. He's a dabbling engraver, dabbling stonecutter. We have him set to mining left hand. Okay. Onul is the one who is going to get the bedroom here that we just vacated. He must have a bedroom. Oh, he has a kid's bedroom. Remove assignment. Do we have any new kids that don't have a bed? We do. Okay. And Onul is getting this bedroom. Okay. Now we're going to come up and we are going to be assigning rooms here. So we have Oodle, bedroom, militia squad, we have Edom, who is a spear dwarf. You know, we'll just do fighter. Yeah. No. Militia squad. We have Xanig. You know what, I'm going to do name, go down. Oh, yep, okay. Interesting. He must have a bedroom. Xaneg. He does. But we're just going to assign him here. Squad. And then we're going to go click on him and see where he's got a bedroom. Engraver. Okay. Yes. Someone is probably going to still sleep there until we... And that's okay. Okay. Bedroom. Doran. Then we have Meng. And we have Tosid. And before we hit play, I will actually probably go through our new migrants beginning of the next episode. This one's getting a bit long. Okay. But I will come down and look at... Okay, perfect. And, okay, come on, guys. We do not have that many engravers, and one of our engravers is in the military. Yeah, our only one who's good at it is in the military. But we've got a couple others going on it now. Okay, so furniture, we will set up a bed. There we go. The guys that we have assigned to the engraving are just not wanting to come do it. See here, they are reading our, yeah, we have, the Problems and Solutions was the book that was stolen, so I'm glad that we got a copy of it back. And there it is. It's in the bookcase, and our guys are going to come, they'll read it at our very nice artifact table, they'll get happy thoughts. Okay. Let's look at, oh, we can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and engrave those two. We're going to go ahead and make them top priorities. We're going to come down and see, they did, okay. I don't think we're going to get any engraving done until our engraver comes off of his military training. Our beekeeper has given birth to a baby girl. Okay. Okay. So we're just getting stuff set up on the... Yes, perfect. And then furniture, burial. We'll do allanite. And we'll come in. We'll do tomb. So we at least have some tombs set up. We can come in and make the furniture next episode. I'm kind of hoping they'll come down and... That's why they're not coming up to do this. The engraving takes forever when they have no skill, and they were finishing off those tombs. Our one engraver is very good, so he... There we go. I just wanted to get this bed placed, so our mayor has a place to sleep. Okay. We're going to pause, we're going to place the bed, and leave it there. Alright. This is a Mulani. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up it. If you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel. And we will see you next episode.